Jack, I wanted to start with you first. You've spoken about the brotherhood that you formed with Michael on Boardwalk Empire and how he challenged you to grow as an actor. How did that dynamic evolve and influence your creative process as you stepped into the role of writer and director for the first time?
Um, I always see it as a privilege. My early day when me and Michael got to work together, it was a real turning point in my career, um, and I always felt that in a scene I was able to witness how another actor can really pull you in and raise you up. And I think there's something very selfless about that. And I remember one of my early memories is Michael, when he was off camera, he'd say things and push me to get a reaction out of me in a way, even when he wasn't on camera, because he knew like you're only as good as your counterpart sometimes,
Yeah.
like it was a brotherhood, it was really something, but it's a very selfless thing to do. And you don't come across that much in this as an actor in that business, that selfless act. And always remembering that, and we stayed close throughout it. But when I conceived the story, I couldn't imagine anybody else but Michael. It was written with his voice in my head, every word. And I think there's beauty in that, also that friendship and that trust. And also when you give someone your word, stand by your word, man. It was his role.
Mm.
There was no one else. So I'm eternally grateful that I got to make this movie and I got to make it with my brother here. So that's nice.
I cannot imagine anybody except for Michael playing this role. And
Yeah.
Michael, like Jack was
Yeah.
just saying, this role was written with you in mind. How did that trust and prior relationship with him allow you to take agency over Mikey's journey, as well as influence your creative decisions that you made throughout the film? Because there's such a beautiful contrast between strength and vulnerability that you brought to this role.
Mm.
Uh, well, I basically I put everything into playing this role, and really, this may sound funny, but like really, the only one I cared about their opinion was Jack, and that's all I really cared about. If I'm good in the film, it's because he created an environment for me to be good. Uh, I I've been doing this a really long time. It's been a long time since I've been able to just be an actor, and he wanted that, and I knew from our past work and our friendship, I knew the quality that he wanted. I knew where the type of performance that he wanted, and so the environment was set, and so at that point it was just do everything in your power to win that fight.
There's something magical that the two of you brought to this film. And Jack, you've said in previous interviews that you're a student of cinema, and the best thing that you can do is watch and learn. What do you hope aspiring filmmakers take away from this film and your journey as a debut writer and director?
It's such a good thing you're bringing this up because these films don't get made that much anymore. And do they, like, even more rarely do they make it to the cinema and have a life? And that's why I implore people to come and watch this movie, because it is a throwback to a film that makes you feel something. I wanted to make something that makes you, weep for a character. I like to feel, I don't like to forget, I like to remember when I go to the cinema. And if this film, gets support and does well, maybe another first-time filmmaker gets to go and make their film. Because if I could even half explain about how hard this was, I've been in this business for 20 plus years, working pretty consistent, but like with a lot of great people. And this was bar none the hardest thing I've ever had to do. And it continues to be the hardest thing I've ever done. Every day is a fight. And if it's this hard for me, sleepless nights, blood, sweat, tears, time away from your family, it's, imagine what it's like out of a kid coming out of film school. And I want to raise these people up and say, there are so many incredible young filmmakers who are going to have a bloody hard time making their first film in this world right now unless we do something about it. So let's stop complaining. Let's all go and support each other, and let's raise it up, and let's go find some more great filmmakers.
Beautifully said. You feel that passion as audience members who've seen this film as well. And then Michael, without giving any spoilers, Mikey has such a complex and complicated relationship with everybody throughout the film. And it doesn't work unless you believe that shared history between all of these characters. Firstly, how did you build that trust with your co-stars to go to those vulnerable places in such a short amount of time? And how did their performances feed into your own? Because it really does feel like throughout you're elevating each other.
I mean, everyone that I was working with was just a pro. It's you know, I wanted to say the right thing, but it's always like,
yeah, it's so true.
You know, when the stage is set and you're working with a pro, it's just you do what you do. I wish I had a better.
No, he's right, and it's all of them.
Something that maybe I could say is that when me and Jack were working, he talks about that I would push him. Well, if you meet an actor who's good, you push them, but it's not just to push them. It's so that they
do right back,
push you back, And when you get into that, then you're both elevating each other. And there's just nothing like that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
but everybody
it's like a fighter wanting to, you know, a true champion wants to fight a true champion.
Yeah.
They want to know. They know it. That's the best you'll see of them.
That's the beauty of the sport.
It's not fighting someone you're gonna win. It's not fighting someone who's.
It's what we always said at the end of that. Oh, I don't want to give any spoilers. So I won't. but you know what?
I've said too much.
I've said too much. Shoot me, quick! Somebody kill me. It's so funny because when you're working with a great actor, it's like a great musician. They can fit into anyone's music. It's a balance, and there were many different types of actors who had very many different styles and approaches to the. You know, to acting and to performing, but it is very much, you know, down to that amazing music that was made with each person, because you sort of helped make everybody fit and sort of get on the same rhythm. And it's very important to have an anchor in these situations. I mean, in this film specifically, without the anchor, there is no film. The ship is lost at sea. So, you know, it was beautiful because we had titans of industry come in and perform, and none so great as you, man. So it was pretty.
But
special.
it's a miracle that Jack pulled this film off. It's a miracle that this film got made, that he was able to raise the money, that he was able to cast me, put this cast together, to shoot it in black and white. It's just a bloody miracle,
and that we got it this far. But you know, the miracle will be. But we just hope. We love this film, and we want people to come and see it. We want people to actually experience the movie. I've never been so proud of. And the work I've done.
We also would like to inspire the young filmmakers, the young actors that need it.
Yeah.
Because if it's that difficult for us to put it
together, then it's gonna
need help.
Yeah. We all need to support each other.
You definitely said that, and I think this film is so bold and it's so thought provoking. Thank you both so much for taking time out of your day to chat.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations on the film.
Very thoughtful questions.
Enjoy the rest of your press day and really enjoy this moment. It's a fantastic film.
You're the man. Thank you so much.